It's been a while, but week 5 of the Low Rim League is finally finished, and it's time to see the updated power rankings. Coming in at spot number 11 this week is Team Alec. They're still here at 1 and 4. They lost to Team Luke 51 to 33, and they are last in quite a few key statistics, but the main thing there, the lone bright spot, is that they are first in steals per game thanks to Alec. He's actually probably one of the league leaders. Moving on, team number 10 is Team Zach. They take a 1 spot drop after their loss to Team Lath 50 to 46. Relatively close game there. But if we look at their stats, they're 10th in points per game, 10th in rebounds per game, 10th in points allowed per game, and they allow the league best 3-point percentage. Team 9 this week is Team James after a loss to Bryce 52 to 45. The record is 2 and 2, and this is tough right here. There's a lot of 2-win teams after week 5, but Team James falls in there at spot 9. At spot 8 this week is Team Bryce. They jump a couple spots after their win over James. Just talked about this. They're also 2 and 2. You can take a look at some of their key stats right there. Moving on to team number 7 is Team Mike. They are also 2 and 2 after their loss to Team Justin 52 to 49. Came down to the wire, started pouring in the last few minutes of the game. But if we look at Team Mike, they're very efficient actually. They're first in 2-point percentage and third overall in field goal percentage, but they also allow the best 3-point percentage. And overall, they're pretty average everywhere else. But moving on, team number 6 after week 5 is Team Justin. Like we just said, they beat Mike 52 to 49, and overall they're 2 and 3. But we look at their stats, they're third in rebounds per game, third in steals per game, third in opponent rebounds per game, and they're fourth in opponent 3-point percentage and third in opponent field goal percentage. Opponents hit a lot of their shots, and that might be why they're 2 and 3. But moving on, team number 5 is Team Luke. They jump a couple spots here after their win over Team Alec. They're 2 and 2, another 2-win team. Fourth in steals, fourth in 2-point percentage, fourth in opponent 2-point percentage. But they give up a lot of rebounds. Ninth in that category. And Team Reed is sitting at spot number 4. They are 3 and 2. They beat Donnie, and some might say they should be Team 3 in this week, but we're keeping them at Team 4 for now. They're second in field goal percentage, first in assists per game. Reed and PJ really like to move the rock, give each other some nice alley-oops. Chemistry is pretty high as of late. They're second in blocks per game. PJ, I believe, had set the record, may have been broken, or maybe tied for the record. And they're second in opponent rebounds per game. And here we go. Team 3 this week is Team Donnie. They lost to Reed, like we just said. They're also 3 and 2, but they're third in points per game, fourth in rebounds per game, third in blocks per game, second in points allowed per game, and they're tied first in opponent 3-point percentage and second in opponent field goal percentage. Strange from a pretty good defensively team. And team number 2 is Team Lath. They move up a spot because Team Donnie lost and they beat Zach 50 to 46. They're 3 and 2. You can take a look at their stats right there. Pretty good in some of the main ones. And that leaves us at Team 1 for another week. It's Team Nick. They're 4 and 0. They had a bye this week. And they're first in points per game, first in rebounds per game, third in assists, second in steals, and they're pretty good defensively. So that wraps up this week's updated power rankings. Thank you for watching.